All right, so this is Send Help, it's directed by Sam Raimi. I saw the trailer and I thought it looked pretty good. I was like, yeah, I'll probably end up going to see this. Plus, these other reviews were popping up, and I haven't seen a lot of them pop up, but the ones I have seen, it seemed like people were liking it. I was like, okay, this looks like it'll be good. So in this, we have Linda Little, played by Rachel McAdams. She works at this company. She's been there for years, and she was promised a promotion by the old CEO, but now we have the new CEO who is the old one's son. And that's Bradley Preston, played by Dylan O'Brien. He comes in and he is very clearly not going to give her the promotion. Very clearly. I mean, he treats her like shit. He is repulsed by her. I mean, this guy is just, he's like to a cartoonish level an asshole. Him and those other guys, the other guys that work at the company, these executives and things. So she confronts him about it. And so he's like, look, you come with us. There's some merger or something happening. You come with us, on a plane, and everything. And, if you prove yourself over the course of this trip, maybe you'll get the promotion. So she goes with them, on the plane and everything. The plane ends up crashing. And only Linda and Bradley, they're the only ones that end up surviving. And they end up on this island, just stranded. Bradley's hurt and obviously he wouldn't know how to survive in this situation. But because of things that Linda's been doing, certain things that she's been working on, she actually does know how to survive on this island. So now he has to rely on her after he's been treating her like shit. So I really like this movie. I thought it was entertaining pretty much the whole way through. I think the main thing that really works here or makes this work, for one, I think the writing is pretty good up until a certain point. We'll get to that, but the writing and also definitely the performances of these two main characters, very good, very good. Rachel McAdams and Dylan O'Brien, they're great in this, and they really help, you know, develop the characters to where you feel like you know them. I mean, this guy, Bradley, he is such an asshole. I mean, repulsed by her. At one point, he's saying that people were complaining about her smell and things like that. I mean, treats her really badly to the point where it's like, yeah, it's going to be satisfying later on when he has to rely on her and he's trying to talk to her the same way. And she's like, you know what? And she just walks away and it just leaves him there to just suffer because he can't take care of himself on that island. That was really good. Also, with Rachel McAdams' character, you are sympathetic to her because she is getting treated really badly, and she was promised a promotion. She's not gonna get it. She's sympathetic, but she is also weird. Like you understand why even the other people that work around her don't want to hang out with her, don't want to spend time with her, things like that. She lives alone with her bird. She has like I think she had like a parrot or something. You understand, right? Because the way she acts is like, yeah, she's really awkward. And you do kind of understand the point of view, even though he's an asshole, of Bradley, who's like, yeah, you want to be the VP of this company. Maybe you do need to present yourself a little bit, but a little bit better. So you do get that. Like these characters do feel fleshed out and have great interactions with each other. With this being Sam Raimi, any action in this, even just like the plane crash and things, it's bloody. It's over the top like you would expect it to be. It is so fun to watch. Like the plane crash, she's screaming and they're like flying around and things. There's also this scene, I think it was in the trailer, I'm pretty sure it was, where she hunts a boar and that's bloody. I mean, this movie gets disgusting at points. It really does with the blood and everything, and not even just blood. I mean, it does get pretty gross at times, but it was always entertaining, right? Pretty much always. And me and the other people in the theater were just always laughing. As far as negatives, I do think the pacing is a little too slow in the middle. I do think it could have been a bit faster. We could have got to something because I'm thinking, okay, we need to get to some substance here because I really don't know. Is like, where are we going? Right? Because we're slowing down too much to where it's like, okay, where is this going? But where my real issue comes in is the stuff in the end. Like, there are two characters that get involved in this, and when that happened, I was thinking, wow, this feels far fetched. At the very least, there would need to be a little bit more explanation here because this feels unbelievable, especially the way it plays out too. So that didn't fully work for me. But then we get the ending, and there's a reveal of something that was set up earlier, and I thought that also felt pretty far fetched and felt like it needed a little bit more explanation as well, like kind of convenient writing for me. But I was willing to go with that too. Once it got to the very end, I was like, okay, this definitely needs more explanation. It's like, okay, we know where we want to end it, but we're not gonna fully explain. We're just gonna have somebody just give like a minute or two explanation, like a kind of a quick explanation, and then that's it. Now, there might be a mid-credit scene, there might be an after credit. I don't know. I didn't stay for them, but at least go to the actual credits. I was like, okay, this feels like it needs more. It's one of those movies where it doesn't feel like it's done. It feels like there needs to be more there in order to have it fully feel like a complete story, complete ending to this story. So the very end, definitely by the time I walked out, I was like, yeah, that felt unsatisfying. That being said, I think this is really good, really entertaining all the way through. Really like Rachel McAdams and Dylan O'Brien in this and their characters. They're dynamic with each other, the way they interact. When things start to get just really crazy, that was ridiculously entertaining. All of it's really entertaining, and I think it all comes together really well, even if the ending didn't really work for me. So yeah, that's Send Help. Awesome. That's what I'm giving it. Definitely go see it. Subscribe. We're done.